slow, it's going to wear out. So here's the pace. Down, nice and low. Get the climb back. Alright, the big one is here. Maybe you should tighten your tendons or your back. I prefer you to come all the way down like this. And then you just do as many as you can. When your chin no longer goes over that far,
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
I'm not sure why I'm flexing my bicep because it had nothing to do with what we did. Oh, little pull-ups, yeah. Pull-ups and rows. All right, yeah, I do feel it in my biceps. So we just finished up with...
Hey, by the way, welcome back.
Oh, well, it's Memorial Day. We all got the day off. There we go. So we're back in the gym together today. I said, what are you doing tomorrow? She actually said back and biceps. And I was like, okay, I can do back and biceps. Normally my Mondays are chest and back. So we get in the gym and she says, why do you have that workout on? And I said, because you said we were doing back and biceps. And she says, no, we're doing chest and back. It's on my schedule here. I was like, oh, good. So we ended up doing P90X chest and back, which, by the way, I don't care how many times you do any workout from P90X,
They're all hard.
you end feeling like maybe you should just vomit and just walk away. It's so tough. And the reason being, especially with chest and back, you know, the first time you do it, you might do 10 push-ups each time and 5 pull-ups or maybe even assisted pull-ups, and then you get to 20 push-ups and maybe 5 or 6 regular pull-ups, and you keep going back and forth, and eventually, you know, today I started with 35 push-ups and like 12 pull-ups. I did not keep that pace up. So towards the back end of it, I was doing more like 25s and 10s. And then with our rows, we had a little bit less weight than I normally use because we don't have as heavy weight in our gym here. So we just went slower and made sure we got a nice full contraction. Okay, take two. Our memory just ran out on our other card, so I'm not exactly sure where we left off. But what I was basically saying is that you can always do more in P90X than you did the last time, whether it be heavier weights or whether it be more repetitions. What I was saying, I think when it cut off, is that the weights that we use in here, we just had to use a little bit less weight, so we did sets of 12 to 15 instead of sets of 8 to 10. So that was the only difference for me today. But that was kind of a nice difference because I could really feel, when you're doing a heavier weight, sometimes you get a little body rocking there or something. Today I was able just to contract it and I could really feel it in the back. So maybe a little lesson learned to use a little bit less weight and make sure you get a nice good contraction there. So my workout is anything P90X, I love. P90X and P90X2, my two favorite programs as far as I just feel like I got an incredible workout when I'm done. So.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and my ear is stopped up. And it's because my blood pressure is higher. You know you got a really good workout when your ear gets stopped up. That used to be like my big telltale sign, is if I push myself hard enough. I remember this used to happen all
Do you push yourself harder when I'm in the gym with you?
No, actually, I wanted to quit a couple of times because I could hear you grunting and it discourages me. Or you would finish before I finished, and then I would want to give up because you weren't doing it anymore. So I actually found it to be a little bit harder today with you in the gym. But with that being said, I feel really good about my progress. This is my second time doing this routine. It's my Monday program, and as you know, if you've been following, I'm down to 3 weeks now, just shy of 3 weeks from my first real figure competition.
Where you were preparing for
Where I'm
figure.
prepping for it. The first time I did it, like I said before, was just kind of fluke, last minute decision. Hey, how do I pose as I'm standing about to go out on stage? So this is the first time, so I'm super excited about it. I'm under 3 weeks now. And so last week I started to put into play the P90X, the Body Beast, and then one mixed up lower body gym routine. So this is my second time doing this one. And I'm with Phillip. You know, P90X is one of the original toughies. You know, when I think of muscle building, I always think of Body Beast because that's the newest program. It's still kind of fresh in my head, but now that I'm doing the P90X program again, man, I really believe P90X still is probably better than Body Beast as far as total muscle building program, because with Body Beast, you will tend to put on some extra body fat. Where with P90X, you're going to put on the muscle, but you're not going to put on the body fat because of the pace he has you go at with very little rest. The mixture of the moves that he has you do, which is like supersets and supersets. The way that he has his programs laid out is just very, very well designed routines that he has for you. Yeah, last Monday when I did this program, I started out doing 20 push-ups, the first couple of push-up variations, and then after that I was barely getting in 12. Pull-ups, same thing. I started out doing 20 pull-ups or 15 pull-ups. Everything was assisted, but by the second round I was doing 10, sometimes 8, depending on which one it was. Where this time I really felt a lot. I can hear myself. I feel like I'm in a cave. It's bothering me. I'm sorry. I can't get it out. Okay, there. I think I got it. Okay.
It's like you're in an airplane.
It is. It's like...
You're trying to get that cleared up.
Where the second round through, on this one, I did 20 push-ups every single time without falter. So I was very proud of myself for that. Well, I say without falter. The very last set of the diver push-ups killed me. I didn't even want to do them. Phil was like, I'm not going to do them because it was hurting his shoulders.
Yeah, my left shoulder can't handle that move. I did it the first round, but...
So me going, oh, okay, let's just do the interview. And he's like, no, we're going to do a set of push-ups. I was like, I was ready to die and just kick over and be done with it. But I pushed through and I made myself do 10 of them, and that's all I could do. So last week, I think I ended up doing 8. So I still did 2 more than I did last week.
Yeah.
All of my pull-ups, again, were assisted. And I can do unassisted pull-ups. That's not the issue for me. The issue is form. And I really want to make sure, I don't need so much more size, like width to my back. I want more definition to my back. And where the definition is going to come from is really contracting that muscle. And I'm not doing that when I'm doing unassisted pull-ups because I'm using everything I have to get up, and then it's just kind of like almost a fall down. So I'm missing out on that negative movement. So with the assisted pull-ups, I'm able to really control the way up, squeeze it, and then control it on the way down. I can feel it in my lats. I'm able to hold my chest up to where I'm feeling it in the interior part of my back, which is where I need the definition the most. So that's the reason that I do it. I highly suggest assisted pull-ups for anybody that's wanting to just really sculpt your back, make the fine changes to it. That's the perfect way to do it. On all of my pull-ups, I did 15 on every single set. So I was really proud about that. Last week, like I said, I was only doing like maybe 10, 12, and I think on one of them 8. So big improvements for me when it comes to my pull-ups more than my push-ups. And my push-ups basically stay the same, but the pull-ups are where I saw the big jump. Big is like 2, but still, that's big to be able to maintain those 2 extra ones while not compromising my push-ups. So I was really, really proud of that. Other than that, the only other thing I did different this week is because he was with me, we were kind of fighting over the heavy weights a bit. So I decided to let him have the heavy weights.
I offered to let her use the heavier weights.
I know, but it goes back to my theory of I can do heavier weights, like on lawnmowers. I'm used to doing 55, 60s on lawnmowers, but because again, I'm trying to do total isolation of the muscles, do no movements. It was smarter just to go down. I was using 35 on the lawnmower because we were both sharing them, but on the pant pull-ups, heavy pants, I went down to 30s, where last week I did 35s. I just raised my numbers. And it worked just as good. And I felt a nice good contraction because like Phillip was saying, when you go slower, you can really feel it more than you would if you're going at a faster pace. So overall, really happy with it. And like I said, it's 3 weeks out, so I sat down, I was looking at my nutrition. So I've got my nutrition re-queued in for where I'm at right now. As you know, I'm doing 100% on my own, so this one says, I'll go to the gym with you every day. I'll push you to
I've been to the gym every day.
Not with me.
Oh, alright.
Today's our first workout together.
Yep. And I discouraged her.
So now we know, just don't do it with me. But with that being said, we did my numbers the other day. My numbers are basically the same as to where they have been. There's not a whole lot of movement. Again, I'm only 2 weeks out, I guess, from my last competition. So I was already pretty lean, stage ready for that. So I don't see a lot of leanness needing to happen, especially for figure. I don't want to come in super lean in figure. I do want to come in a hair leaner than what I am now, mostly in my legs. I've got my top portion where I want it, but I want my bottom portion a little bit leaner so that you can see the quads and a little bit of the separation there, a little bit more. But other than that, so now I'm down to doing 6 low carb days, 1 high carb day.
Crap.
And with that being said, my low carbs, I wish I brought my numbers out here with me. I'm basically doing 165 grams of protein a day because I'm doing about 1.5 grams of protein. Let's just do it this way. 1.5 grams of protein per body weight pound, 0.5 grams of carbs, and 0.5 grams of fat per body weight as well. So that is where I'm at as far as points per pound. And I'm sitting about 131 right now, so I've lost 2 pounds since last week. So I am happy about that. We're going in the right direction. And I've been doing really good with my cheats.
What did you compete at?
What?
When you competed last time, what was your weight?
I was 129 on show day, but again, that was without water weight.
Yeah.
After show though, once I got water back in my body, I shot up to 137 the week after. So I mean, really, that just goes to show that water weight makes a huge difference. So you have to be careful. Well, not only water weight, but after that next show too, I was thinking, Oh, I have
8
time.
weeks, yeah.
So I did take the first weekend with Liberties, and I had green chili double cheeseburgers. And
She has been extremely good on her diet plan.
Yes.
I've been, she had opportunities yesterday at every corner to eat pizza and cupcakes and ice cream, and she just left and went home so she could eat her healthy food.
Yeah, and it's funny because I normally would have cheated, not so much on the cupcakes, like I don't like store-bought cupcakes, but one of the girls at our church made homemade cupcakes, and for frosting she melted chocolate and then poured the chocolate all over the top and then put little mini Hershey Kisses on top, and I was like, it looks so good.
Just talking about it makes you salivate a little bit.
I did. You know what? I did cheat one time though. I will, confession time.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
JoJo got in the car with me with her little cupcake, the first one from the afternoon birthday party, and I had to hold it for her so she could put her seatbelt on. And that frosting was just staring at me, so I did go, and I took one little lick of her frosting, just a little teeny tiny little.
47 grams of sugar in
Probably. That was it, and then I was like, no, Casey, no, you have mind control. I'm stronger than that. But I'm excited. This week I'm at home all week, so there is no excuses for cheating this week. I am going to be prepping my meals this week too, not ahead of time, so this will be a good opportunity for me to bring you along with me to where you can see a daily nutrition without being like meal prepped nutrition. Does that make sense? And then as well as next week we're going to California, and I'll bring you with me to California so you can see how to eat healthy at Disney. I asked him, I said I was fixing to get into the shower the other night, and I said, babe, and he's like, what? He's like, oh no. Anytime I do that, he's like, oh no. I said, I was thinking, maybe I shouldn't do this show in 3 weeks because I just don't think I'm lean enough. Casey's real meaning is, I don't think I can do this at California and stay on track and work out while we're doing all these really long
We have a
days.
really nice gym, I think. We looked at it, it doesn't give great pictures, but I think we have a decent gym to be able to get our workouts in. Before we go to Disney. I know that sounds crazy, right? You're on vacation, just go to Disney.
But this will be the week before my show, guys. Pray for me now. Start praying.
So
now.
I will encourage her to get out of bed every morning.
No, you have to go with me.
I'll go with, that's what I meant to say. I'll go with her every morning. I'll be with her.
And you're going to eat healthy with me?
And I will eat healthy. I don't have a problem eating healthy. I'd rather eat that than...
Says the guy who sits there and eats an entire bucket of popcorn at the movie the other day.
Okay, so everybody has a weakness.
And cupcakes.
Whatever's put in front of me, I will eat. No, I haven't had Taco Bell in a long
You
time.
had Taco Bell the other night?
No, I did not. I came home and I ate here. See, and I didn't have Burger King when I bought it for the kids the other day. I came home and I ate here.
Anyway, so that'll be an interesting journey as well. So if you're on vacation and you're trying to stick to healthy eating, hopefully that week of vlogs will be helpful to you. We'll have to remember to vlog it. That's the hardest part. I'm such a terrible vlogger.
But my rule is 80-20. 80% of the time,
No.
I'll eat healthy. 20%
Because
of
you
the
have to
time.
help me stay strong.
Okay, 100 to 0.
100 to 0 while we're on vacation. Just
On
this one
vacation.
time. You can sacrifice it.
Oh, I can do that.
See.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Especially because Disney food
Oh my gosh, no.
costs so much.
I know, but I was talking to my mom and she's like, what are you going to do when
Oh,
you
you
see
better
all
get
this
funnel
cotton
cakes.
candy and the fudge? And I'm like, my weakness is cotton candy. Like, I
Not
could
mine.
literally eat cotton candy.
Just don't put movie theater popcorn in front of me.
And see, I'm opposite. I don't want
I know.
popcorn. I want fudge, homemade fudge and homemade Laffy Taffy from the taffy store that they have there where they spin it in front of you. Oh, water taffy.
Well, we can buy some. We can bring.
Yes, like that will actually work. No, I'll sit there and I will cheat and I will eat it.
I'll find her in the middle of the night.
I'll be in the
with
closet.
chocolate all over her face.
Anyways, we'll end this now.
All right.
Thanks for following along, guys. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow, I think, is build legs with the Body Beast. And then I think I had decided that I'm going to start adding in the 21-day Fix Extreme for my cardio in the evenings because the treadmill and I are just not getting along. I've tried for the last week to be consistent, and I've been doing pretty good with it. but it's murderous to stay there, so I think I'll do better following a program because time goes by a little bit faster. And then her program, 21 Day Fix Extreme, which you've done before, it's pretty murderous. I think I might do it without the weights though, just do the motions, because again, I'm just doing it for cardio. So if you want to see 21 Day Fix Extreme, I'll be posting those as well. But like I said, I won't be using weights for it because I'm not using it for that. I'm using it just for the cardio aspect. Anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for following. And then that's so gay.